And I said, as you can see, I have no problem putting your ass in the place publicly. You think you in the right, dude? You don't know me? I like to fight.
My first YouTube beef. This is fun.
Because he lets me know on the last minute, the day of the freaking interview, the day he's supposed to call in on my show. He lets me know, I got long COVID. I got long COVID. And there's a chance I might not come on your show. I just need to let you know ahead of time. The day before my show is ahead of time? I need to let you know because, and just in case, I'm going to let you know so you're going to scramble. Don't worry, we'll read what he said. I'm going to let you know because, just in case you want to scramble. I'm like, what? I got in that ass, man. I got in that ass.
Alright, let's get up to speed. Yesterday, I was scheduled to join Tree of Logic on a stream to chat about the recent developments in the Andrew Tate case. As Tree seems to think is a really important factor, yes, I reached out to her and thought it would be a good time as we're both interested in Andrew Tate and other red pill douches, and I do think she's funny and entertaining, so I thought it would be a good laugh. Those that follow me, especially on Twitter, know that I have pretty severe long COVID and POTS syndrome brought on by SARS-CoV-2 infection. Typically, I'd be fine jumping on stream to chat with someone for a little bit, but the night before, my time, shit started going crazy, with my heart palpitations going off and blood pooling in my legs getting crazy. As this was happening, old Gadget was getting a bit worried. I thought I should be fine to be ready for the stream that was scheduled to start with Tree in about 12 hours, but I was worried about the possibility that it might not be, and I didn't want to make Tree have to change her plans closer than it already was to the time her show starts. So I sent her an email letting her know my long COVID was playing up and that I thought I should be alright for the start of her show, but I wasn't sure. So I said either we can play by ear and confirm closer to the starting time, if of course she had other content lined up as a backup, or we could reschedule, and ask her to let me know which one works best for her. Tree's response was something. Gadget, really? Why offer to come on my show if you are still sick? No, this is not cool with me. You knew you had long COVID when you offered to come on my show. Why make this a problem for me now? Okay, I'm gonna ask Thoughts and or Crayons if they can come too. I'll add you on Discord too. Thanks. Absolutely mental. It's fair to say, given my next actions, that I was pissed. To suggest that I was making my long COVID a problem for her, as I was lying in bed with heart palpitations and sweats, hoping that I could get ready for a show the next day, definitely pissed me off. Given what was such a clearly moronic way to talk to someone about their illness, I felt I owed it to my long COVID brothers and sisters to put Tree of Logic on blast. Do we think this was the right move? Chuck in a comment and let me know. Actually curious what everyone thinks. Gadget leaked those DMs and put Tree on blast for complaining that I was making my long COVID a problem for her. Tree was pissed. A back and forth ensued, which I won't include all of for time's sake, but shit hit the fan. When it was time for Tree's stream, she put Gadget on blast for an hour. I quickly learned that this had actually been an educational time for Tree, and she'd made it to 2024 and learned that long COVID is a thing.
Sorry. Just found out that long COVID is a thing. I found out that that's a thing. That's absolutely real. Shadow said, long COVID, you mean chronic COVID? Well, Shadow, according to the CDC, long COVID is a thing, and we must trust the science.
It sounds like Tree goes to the Andrew Tate school of COVID is not real. Seems like our mate Tree is a proud graduate of Hustlers University. Next, she gave her thoughts on the debate of should Gadget have leaked the DMs.
Oh man. Now I'm gonna tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. Hear me out. If you see someone leaking DMs, if you see someone leaking private emails for petty stuff, for petty shit, for anything petty, you're talking to somebody, you're looking at somebody who's not only an evil person, but they're someone you can never ever trust. Unless
I think I got off all right. I'm only an evil person. I would suggest that Tree has a very vested, passionate interest in making sure no one ever leaks DMs. If she's going around in other people's DMs and acting like a fucking psycho.
Not my fault. That was not my fault that some idiot wants to tell me the day of my show that, oh, there's a chance I might not come. Not once did he tell me when we scheduled. Not once did he tell me when we scheduled, he didn't mention anything about him having a long koofy coof. You didn't tell me that, you piece of, you POS. I lose my shit, because I'm like, wait a minute. Long COVID. Why didn't you tell me this? You didn't even tell me this until the last minute today that you have long COVID and that you might not show up to my show. It's disrespectful to keep that to yourself and then spring it on me at the last minute. And now I have to scramble to find something to replace you because you have an illness that you never told me about until the last minute. Then it hit me. Oh my.
Tree is correct. I've never told her that I have long COVID. Considering that in the past we've been cool. We've interacted on Twitter, and you've shown my posts on your show. If only there was something I did that could have given you an inkling that I have long COVID. If only I did anything at all. Perhaps something to the point where no one else has ever had this issue recognizing it.
This is the email. Hey Tree, by the way, sent me this the day of. I thought I should give you heads up about my long COVID symptoms are running wild. Hoping it should settle down by the time we are scheduled to shut. So can play it by ear. This idiot wants me to play my show by ear and not have nothing scheduled. This fool wants me to do this is so important, y'all. He's so important, right? And he's acting.
Well, that's a bit silly. Clearly I meant play it by ear if you have more content potentially lined up. Oh well, the next sentence I wrote showed another option.
To come on a show that this is a nobody. This is a nobody, insignificant, irrelevant POS. So can play it by ear and confirm closer to the time. Imagine that. You don't want me to have nothing scheduled but just play it by ear just in case you don't show up. Then when it's close to the time, probably an hour, and you can't show up, then what I'm supposed to do. And this idiot wants to sit up here and be like, well, let's wing it. We don't do no winging over here, idiot. Anyway.
Tree seems to be very deliberately ignoring or postpone for another day to save you having to potentially rearrange things last minute. I didn't know what your situation was. Some people have some content backed up, some people don't.
Thank you, Lion Blues. You understand if you cancel within 24 hours of your doctor's notice, you do understand they actually charge you for that, right? If you cancel an appointment with your doctor within 24 hours, you get charged.
Well, this explains a lot. Tree seems to think that she's running a doctor's studio. Of course, this is a silly comparison from a silly person. What would she do if a guest that she had booked woke up with violent diarrhea? Why didn't you tell me you were going to shit yourself? Now poor Tree started evolving into an absolute state of confusion. She seemed no longer able to understand the difference between having COVID and having long COVID.
Coming into this. So because he told me he had COVID the day of, I'm supposed to be okay with this? You asked to come on my show knowing you had COVID and you didn't even tell me about it. Knowing you had COVID ahead of time when I scheduled you earlier this week. The time he asked to come on my show, he didn't tell me he had COVID. When I scheduled him, he didn't tell me he had COVID. Some of you may not know.
She was confused on Twitter as well about what it meant to have COVID. I told her that she was going to be putting no ASs in place as she said she would. This is embarrassing. Knowing I had COVID, I was clearly trying to point out that she no longer knew the difference between having COVID and long COVID. but unfortunately it went over her head.
You are putting no S's in place. This is embarrassing. Knowing I had COVID. I didn't know. I knew the day of. He never told me. He never told me ahead of time. I didn't know. I apologize.
This next part of Tree's stream really improved. It was the most articulate she'd been, and the most sense that she had made so far.
What we talked about. Unlike Gadget, I'm not going to disclose DMs. That's something I don't do. Sorry, I'm muted. I can't believe I was muted. Okay. I'm so sorry. I won't mute myself no more.
Now, Tree decided to introduce a new character.
Hey everybody, I want to take this time to make a public apology to Ali D for basically attacking her. I'm really just flexing against her, defending somebody that she was right about all along. And I felt guilty, and I sent her a private message letting her know, like, girl, I'm so sorry. You were right about this guy all along. That's a huge L for me. My apologies. I'm sorry I did that. I should have trusted your judgment. I guess I would just still, Ali, I'm sorry. You were right. I was wrong. You saw something I didn't. And I'm so sorry for bucking up against you, being very aggressive towards you, protecting a piece of shit that you saw as a piece of shit from the beginning. My apologies. I know you forgive me.
Naturally, my first thought was, who in the blue hell is Ali D? Who on earth would be running around in Tree's DMs, telling her that Gadget is a piece of shit and to watch out for him? Then when Tree pulled her profile on screen, it rang a bell. Tree remembers correctly that Ali went after me and Tree came into my defense. But she's missing one crucial detail. Who was Ali attacking me over? Well, the person that Tree seems to be super cool with now, who it appears that Tree and Ali are having nice little tea parties with, is none other than War Room freak Justin Waller. When I did a post about Justin, the dollar store Candace Owens, Ali, came in to defend her boy, and at that time Tree was on my side. Tree is now chilling with the defender of absolute freaks like Justin Waller. Tree, if you want to make some real money, go to Justin's Telegram page. There's 13-year-old boys making $10,000 a week. Or even better yet, Tree of Logic, the War Room member, has a nice ring to it. Maybe if the dollar store Candy ever gets to make the trip to Romania, you can tag along. Anyway, that's about where we leave it, with the War Room affiliated Tree of Logic. Now, I will say, I know there is some crossover in audience here. Tree clowns on the same people that I clown on, and I said it before and I won't take it away from her that she's funny and entertaining while doing it. But did you expect to come at me in such an unhinged way and not get clowned on? I'm constantly making fun of bigger and scarier people than you.
He wants me to be sympathetic because I have long COVID. You should understand. I don't give a fuck about your long...